guys, it's me, Afro Tarot. I hope you're well. Just wanted to thank you all for watching my last video. I'm going to try and do them every week. So I'm going to try and do them on a Sunday so you can have them for the week ahead. So yeah, I'm getting on point with this. So these are our Zodiac Lockdown strategies and what you can kind of focus on this coming week. And this is a lot of shuffling. Yeah, I know it's been real challenging for a lot of people. This situation is completely changing the way in which we live at the moment and what is our normal. So yeah, I get it. I totally get it. We're going to be using the Living Reiki Healing cards as our oracle cards. And I'm hoping that we get some real nice, gentle messages. Yeah, let's get some nice, gentle messages in the midst of all this trauma and negativity. You know, let's get some gentle messages. So let's see what is going. I'm using the Psychic, I think it is called. Let's have a look. It's this. It's the Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle deck. So it doesn't have the court cards in it, but it's such a beautiful, soft, gentle deck. So we are going to be reading from this today. So I've shuffled copiously. I don't want to do any more. Let us have a look and see what is being said for our Aries. So we have blossom and we have joy and stability. So in the traditional Rider-Waite, this card would be the Judgment card. I love it in this deck. It talks about blossoming and is almost like a coming of age, like a rites of passage and awakening, bringing you out, Aries, of maybe that stagnant energy that you've been in for the last week or the last few weeks. You know, obviously being cooped up at home, not being able to get out, not being able to release some of that fire energy. But here, look at this beautiful blossoming, this beautiful awakening, this beautiful coming into your own power. It's giving me goosebumps. And from that, we get joy and stability. We get this beautiful, thriving energy in which you can just be. You can just be who you want to be, Aries. You can let go of all that stuff that was hanging on to you, you know, and you can just let it go and just really embrace the joy and stability. I also feel like there's a bit of acceptance here. There's a bit of acceptance that you don't have control over this situation. There's a bit of acceptance that you can't necessarily do what you want to do, but you're okay with that because you're going to channel that energy into something that's going to bring you joy and stability. This would be the Four of Wands in the traditional Rider-Waite. But you know, you're going to channel this energy, you're going to transmute negativity, and you're going to use it to create something very powerful and very stable for yourself that you can kind of hold on and can kind of keep you grounded. You're back in that fire energy again. You're back in that awakening, realizing that almost like a bear coming out of hibernation, you know, coming out of hibernation, recognizing that, you know, I've been asleep for a little while, but I'm ready to take on the challenge. I'm ready to explore this newness of life, and I'm just going to go for it. That was quite exciting. And for your Reiki card, we have Attract More Good. Isn't that just in alignment? Isn't that just in alignment with Blossom? Attract more good that will give you more joy and stability. Oh my goodness. Let's see what it says on the back. It says, if you want to attract more good into your life, you need to adapt the attitude of gratitude. One of the good things about developing the habit of being grateful is that you naturally begin to feel more joy. and less concerned about what you haven't got. So there is a real call and a real charge for you there, Aries, okay? To attract more good, to blossom and to come to an awakening, you have to focus on gratitude, joy, and that will bring you stability, because you won't be focusing about all the things that you can't do. You'll be focusing about all the things that you can do. And I feel like there's been a real change of perspective here for you. Yeah, that's my cat Leo. There's been a real change of perspective for you. There's been a real awakening, and you're really coming into a new day and blossom. So, oh, I really like that, Aries. That was so beautiful. That was so beautiful. Oh my goodness. So let's see what's going on for Taurus. Let's see what's going on for Taurus, the bull. Oh, seek. Oh, I don't read reversals. I always turn them the right way round. So, okay. So Taurus, you are being called to seek. You are being called to come into yourself. You're being called to... Oh, gosh, I feel even like this is like getting in touch with nature, but getting in touch with nature in a sense of going in and finding that inner peace within yourself, grounding yourself, okay? Grounding yourself right there in that space. Whether that's at home, whether you can go out in the garden, you really need to get back to some nature, because when you do, you will open your crown chakra, you will open your third eye, you'll be able to see real clearly, you'll be able to get that consciousness, almost like that Christos, that Christness. You know, perhaps at the moment things are a bit difficult and you're running around like a sort of like a bull in a china shop, or a bull with a sore head, and things are getting too on top for you and you feel like screaming, ah! You want to just let it all out. But the key here and the call here is to seek, is to go within, is to take some time out for yourself, so you can really get in touch with your spirituality. You can shut out all the noise, you can shut out all the confusion, you can shut out all the distractions, and you can really get inside and take that time to surround yourself with calmness, so you can think, so you can process, so you can understand. There's that real call here and to do this, and to give yourself that kind of inner freedom to just be with no one around you, seeking that 5 minutes. If you're quarantined and you're isolating with your family, you can do this in the bath. You can do it in the bathroom when you're going to pee. You know, you can take that 5 minutes for yourself. If you're on your own and, you know, things are feeling a little bit different, put on some music and seek within, because this seeking, it doesn't have to be very new agey. It's how you choose to seek. It's how you choose to meditate. It's how you choose to connect with source, with spirit, with the universe, with creator, with Jesus, with God, with Allah, with Buddha, with Shiva, whoever it is. Just seek, you know, connect and seek. Okay, let's see what the Reiki cards are saying. Oh, these readings are just, I just love this deck because you just get such a different vibe from it. You know, you get such a different vibe. It always makes me feel quite, meditation, sweeties. This is what you need. You need to seek. You need to meditate. You need to seek and you need to meditate. My sweetlings. Yep, you need to seek and you need to meditate. Meditation creates the change at all levels of being, and it also has the power to awaken our true spiritual nature. That's important. That's what I'm talking about. Enabling us to discover who we are and what we might achieve. And this is so important for you because, Taurus, you are quite driven, okay, by achievement. So this is very important, and it brings us to a state of self-realization and the highest expression of human nature. So this is really important for you, okay, to go inside. It's hermit mode. It's going within, okay, so you can discover who you really are and what you want to achieve. This confinement is very difficult for you, but whilst you might not have the freedom of constantly going out when you want to go out, you have the liberty to go within, to seek, to meditate, and to really open that crown chakra and discover all that great potential that you have within you, Taurus. Okay, I'm going to stop talking because I will go on and on for ages. Okay, Taurus. Now we go to Gemini. What's going on for the twins? What is going on for the twins? What is going on for the twins? I love these cards, but they're really difficult to shuffle, I find. Okay. Oh, clarity and belief and the heart chakra. Okay, so what we have here, Gemini, is clarity and belief. I think that you have been doing a lot of chatting. There's been a lot of internal chatting. There's been a lot of chatting with others. There has been a lot of sort of communications, and you are still on this quest to search for the truth and to search for what aligns with your beliefs. And there's so much, and I think there is the opportunity here for you to really connect with your heart, with your emotions, with your inner self. And I think there's also a part of you, Gemini, that is really trying to seek some form of a logical rationale. Okay, some logical rationale. And there's all this it's mental chatter, but there's an opportunity here for you to really seek some clarity, and it's the alignment. This is what it is. It's the alignment, okay, of connecting with your heart, connecting with source. What is it you love? This is very similar to the reading that you had last week. This is, I think it was the High Priestess, I think, and another card, I can't remember. But this is a real call for you to look at the green. Oh my goodness. This is a real call for you to, when this internal chatter stops, when you stop trying to make sense of everything and you allow yourself to feel, you allow yourself to connect with your emotions, when you move out of all of this logic, all of this reasoning, which is good, don't get me wrong, all of this critical thinking, but it's almost like you literally have an excuse for everything. You have an excuse, not an excuse, but you have a response, sorry, this is a better word. You have a response for everything. And the communication that you are being called to is this. The communication that you're being called to, Gemini, is to move into a new dimension of clarity and belief and operating from your heart center. It's becoming heart-centered, not mind-centered. It's becoming heart-centered. It's becoming connected to your emotions, your feelings, your psychic abilities. It's communicating in a different way. That's what I'm getting. It's communicating in a different way, Gemini. All right, there's the opportunity is here for you to be able to do this. The opportunity is here. You just have to grab it. You just have to take it and run with it, because there is an opportunity here for you to really step into this warm place. And I also feel there's a sense of detachment. There's that sense of detachment, detaching away from the logics and the reasons. This isn't saying that you start acting really crazy, but I also feel that there might be a little bit of conflict between one part of yourself and another part of yourself. But this is an opportunity. It's not a challenge. It's an opportunity, not a challenge, to step into heart centering. Let's see what the oracle says for Gemini. Our higher self. There, yeah. And that would make so much sense with having the High Priestess in your previous reading. So really, yeah, this call of clarity, of belief, and tapping into your heart, into your heart center. It's going to lead you to your higher self. It's going to lead you to really understanding. Yeah, our higher self, sometimes referred to our inner self or soul, is that very wise, there we go, that very wise part of ourselves that is totally loving and supportive and always working with our greatest and highest good by subtly guiding us and providing us with intuition and deep insight. This is you. This is what you need, Gemini. Whether we choose to acknowledge and act on this inner wisdom or ignore it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you get it? Okay. So this is an opportunity for you, excuse me, to really get that insight that you're looking for. But it's not going to come through logic. It's coming through your intuition. It's coming by being heart-centered. That's how you're going to tune to your higher self. That's how you're going to connect with your higher self, which is wiser than you. This is an opportunity. And you can see, look, he's being pulled. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to stop talking there, Gemini. So we move on to Cancer. I always brace myself for the Cancer readings because I am a Cancerian myself. So let us see what the Oracle has to say for Cancer. We have heart chakra and we have clarity. But we got... Wow. But we have it the other way around. This is actually quite amazing. We have it the other way around. So Cancer, pretty much the same for Gemini. You need to really, you're coming from this place, and when you come from your heart center, when you come from that seat of your emotions, and when I talk about emotions for Cancerians, I'm not talking about that overwhelming, melodramatic, emotional, bomb dropping kind of energy. I'm talking about coming from a heart centered place, coming from a place of emotional intelligence and vulnerability, but in a heart-centered place which seeks to love, which seeks to give. You will have clarity. It's almost like it's the other way when we have all this sort of pink energy and you come from that place. He's covering his heart, it's oozing out of you. You're able to share that divine love, that divine understanding, because it's coming from this place of source. It's coming from this place of beauty. It's coming from this place of inner calm. It's coming from this place of vulnerability, which is very powerful. You know, there is a misconception with vulnerability, especially with Cancerians, because we have that hard outer shell, that it's a form of weakness. And really it's not, because when you come from this place, when you come from this place of intuition, when you come from this place of psychic ability, when you come from this place of self-realization and self-actualization that is cocooned in source and creativity and creator and all, you know, all that good stuff, the almighty, whatever name you want to subscribe to this place, you come from a place of clarity. You come from a place of, I almost want to say, like still blue clear waters. Okay, you come from this place of still clear blue waters where everything just makes sense. You're just flowing. There's almost like a dance in this card, like he's just kind of dancing. It's very expressive, effortless. And there's the butterfly of wisdom and renewal. So really it's up to you, Cancer. And coming from this place, you will get clarity of your beliefs, of your understanding. And these beliefs are things that feel right for you. We're not talking about self-limiting beliefs. We're not talking about these things. We're talking about universal laws. This is a really good time this week to really tap into heart-centered, heart source, coming from that place of give and receive, coming from that place of emotional vulnerability and intelligence. You know, feeling the fear and doing it anyway, and you'll have that clarity. You'll have that clarity that you need in order to move forward. So let's see what the Oracle is saying. I'm going to give this a bit more of a shuffle because I don't want it to look like all the same cards are just coming up. Oh, okay. Oh, we have 3 here. We have 3. I'm going to put, oh, no, we have 4. I'm just going to take the top 3. Create your own reality, expressing gratitude, and change the frequency. Wow, that is a lot. That is an awful lot. Create your own reality. Again, coming from source, you will be able to do that. Okay? Expressing gratitude, coming from source, you'll be able to change the clarity of your beliefs. Change the frequency, coming from, yeah? So Cancer, if you've been a little bit, detached, if you have been a little bit, I think detached is the best word. Okay, by doing this, you will achieve this. Okay, and this is just some feel-good things. I'm going to go with this to read. Change the frequency. You're basically a human transmission tower, transmitting a frequency with your thoughts. If you change anything in your life, change the frequency by changing your thoughts. Your past thoughts have created the life you are living today, and your current thoughts are what are creating your future life. What you think about or focus on will most likely appear as your life. So if you constantly think about the past, you will recreate these situations. And this is so meaningful to Cancerians, because we can really be stuck in that past, and we can hold grudges, and we can withhold love, and we can withhold forgiveness, and we can withhold all that good stuff. But if you come from this place, change the frequency that is flowing here, move away from indifference and step into love. We are the most unique out of the zodiac, because we have this powerful connection with emotions we feel in every part of our being. So change the frequency, change your life. Okay. Let us move on. Okay. So now we look at Leo. What is going on for the mighty lions? What is going on for the mighty lions? These cards, I could ripple shuffle them, but they're just, I don't have the space. So let's just go for these two. Oh, look at this. This joy and stability, man. This joy and stability. Okay. There are a lot of chakra cards coming out. I love this deck. So, Leo, getting in touch with your root chakra. Getting in touch with those things that make you feel good. Opening up that chakra to bring joy and stability into your life. Fire and fire. You need that fire back. You need that fire back in your life, Leo. You got to start doing things. I almost get the sense that you guys really need to start having some like really good sex or pleasuring yourself. You really need to get that passion coming back up, Leo. Letting it come back up. Really do some channeling around your root chakra. Really begin to do some of that primal stuff. Yeah? Maybe you're holding it down. Maybe you're holding anger down, or you're holding your passions down. You're holding your rage down. Let it out, because guess what? It will give you the joy and stability that you're craving. It will give you the joy to have that sense of release. There is a real strong call here, Leo, for you to really tap in and release. Be courageous. Be, I don't know what's happening. It feels like I can't even get my words out. Be courageous. Be brave. Be bold. Be bold, Leo. Because by not doing it, almost like if you're, Leos are about expansion, and if you are restricting yourself, there isn't going to be any joy. It is really about expanding and shining and owning that stage and celebrating yourself and celebrating your accomplishments and celebrating your achievements. Be that badass, you know? Have that great sex, pleasure yourself, put on your good clothes, put on some makeup, take a few selfies. You don't have to restrict. yourself, your passions, your desires. You don't have to restrict. You're to shine. Yeah, let's see what the oracle's saying. Really come out of yourself, Leo. Really, 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 really come out of yourself. And enjoy it. Today is a gift. Today is your gift, Leo. Today and this week is your gift. It's the divine universe giving you a gift of courage, a gift of bravery, a gift of passion, a gift of vitality, a gift of showmanship. Go out and get it. It's yours for the taking. You don't have to wait for permission, Leo. You don't have to say, is this okay? You just have to walk in and take it and celebrate yourselves. Yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery, today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Give yourself the present of today. Be present in the moment. Practice your breathing. You know, if you don't want to go out and have sex, that's cool, but you can channel some of that energy that you have inside of yourself. You can do some yoga, you can do some dancing, you can do some fire breathing. You can really tap into it. You can really, really, really tap into it, Leo. It's yours. Take it. Ah, love that. So we move on to Libra. And I'm really sorry if you see cuts in this video. I've had to record it, in sections as I've had a few other little bits and pieces to do. So if you see cuts, it's simply because I've stopped the video and I have restarted. So we're going to Libra. What is going on for you? For the lovely Libras with your quiet and calm spirits. Well, that's some of you anyway, not all. Okay, so we have changed your focus. And we have heal. Oh, this is so amazing. I absolutely love this deck. Just to remind you that I am using the Psychic Tarot for the Heart deck by John Holland. There it is. If you can see it. Can you see it? Can you see it? There it is. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful deck. It's like an oracle deck. It doesn't have any court cards, but it does have chakra cards. Okay. So Libra. This is really simple. The cards speak for themselves. Change your focus and you'll heal. Okay. Now, I think in last week's reading, Libra was quite unbothered. It was like the 8 of Pentacles. It was very kind of, you know, very grounded. We had that great sort of pentacle earth energy, very rooted, very grounded, very patient, taking everything in its wake. But then we also had the 9 of Wands, which suggested that perhaps there were these kind of intrusive thoughts coming in and perhaps Libra wasn't dealing with it the best way that it could. And this week we kind of get the similar feel. We kind of get change your focus and you will heal. So Libra, what I'm getting here is that those thoughts that were coming in, say perhaps from last week, you still haven't managed to change. I think part of it for last week, it was perhaps reaching out for help or asking for help or something like that. I can't remember. You'll have to go back and have a look. But it was something about, I think it was independence. Okay. And I really believe that you have to change your focus about how you ask for help, how you reach out to others, because this is all part of your healing process. It is all part of your healing process, Libra, to shift and to bring yourself back into balance and alignment. 5 is an odd number. 5 is always about change. 5 is about challenge. So this is a challenge for you to heal. Okay, we either have opportunities or we have challenges in life. Okay, we have opportunities to change or we have challenges that sort of maybe coerce or force us into change. This is a challenge that you have to move into this space of healing, and you're only going to do that by changing your focus, which is very much connected here in the sense, because this would be the 5 of Cups, very much connected to your emotions. So you're emotionally connected to this challenge. Okay, and you have to let it go, because in letting it go, it will bring you to healing, which is the Star. okay, in the traditional Rider-Waite, but in this, it's healing. It will bring you into healing. It will bring you into a place where you have renewed hope, faith, joy, and that sense of breaking through and breaking free. Okay, so this isn't a logical thing. Typically you are logical signs, you're an air sign, you deal with thought and reason and that kind of thing. But this is calling you to tap into those emotions that you have, okay? How you're feeling. Maybe you're quite rooted in those feelings, you're rooted in those emotions. You're happy with those emotions, but you're not healing because you're not changing your focus. You're not moving from that place that has kept you bound and kept you torn and kept you worried and kept you thinking. That's why these thoughts are just flowing in like that. It's a real call for you to change that focus and you will heal. So let's have a look at what the oracle cards are saying. Just move that over. I like everything to be aligned. Let's see what the oracles are saying. What? Oh. And again, you have compassion. Compassion. Today I will be kind to every living creature. Again, this is perhaps you've been hurt. Someone's hurt you. Something's hurt you. And you're really withholding this compassion. You're really withholding it. You're okay. You're like, I'm good. It's fine. Not a problem. It's cool. I'm good. But on an emotional level, there is some trouble there. And it's filtering. The body speaks to the mind, right? The body speaks to the mind. So perhaps if you're struggling with headaches, or you're struggling with sleep disturbance, or you're struggling with, you know, perhaps you are overeating, perhaps you've got aches and pains, it's about changing this. It's about being compassionate, letting go and detaching, forgiving where you need to forgive, letting go of resentment, all of that kind of stuff, and showing compassion and being kind, Libra, to move forward and to move forward this week. You have the ability to do it. You have the courage and the bravery to do it. So moving on to Scorpio. Give these a good shuffle. I hope you are all well. So we move on to Scorpio. See, these are so hard to shuffle, these cards. It's like hit and miss with them. Oh, we have a jumper for Scorpio. We have win or lose. So there's some conflict there. There is the challenge for you to change, guys. And we have detach. So Scorpio. Scorpio. So we have this in the traditional Rider-Waite is justice. Scorpio. Now you have the ability to, when you're ready, you have the ability to hit back. You've got that sting, haven't you? You've got to detach from this. You've got to detach from wanting to win or lose. You've got to really, this is the opportunity for you to practice the art of detachment. And when someone hurts you, you don't have to retaliate. You don't have to strike back. You don't have to say, you know what, fuck you, I'm coming for your ass. You don't have to do that. Detach. Let it go. It's not yours. It's not your issue. It's not your problem. You know, when you detach from the situation, you're going to find much more peace and calm in your life. You don't have to. It's not a battle. Okay? It's not a battle. Detachment isn't a battle. You can walk away from things. You don't have to go back and take that knife and stab that person just to let them know, I'm here, bitch. You know, you don't have to do that. You really don't. You really don't, Scorpio. This is a call for you. This is a challenge for you to detach from things and to let things go and say, you know what, I'm not even going to give that my energy. I'm totally detaching and I'm coming in peace, love and harmony. And that might be difficult for you because it's for your nature to defend yourself. It's for your nature to be suspicious. It's for your nature not to be taken for a dickhead, you know. But at the same time, here it's saying you just don't have to do that. can let that shit go. You don't have to win or lose. Not every situation is a challenge. Sometimes you can walk away. You can ghost. You can release yourself. You can, you can just be free. You don't have to. It's hard. It's, sometimes someone hurts you. Someone does you something. The natural reaction is strike. But you don't have to. You don't have to. What you could win by walking away, you could lose by being in battle. That's what I'm getting from that. Let's see what the Oracle says. I really think this is about being fair and being kind as well. Recognizing that we're all making mistakes. We all make mistakes. And sometimes the judgments and the beliefs and the things that you hold, not everybody sees that. Sometimes it's a genuine mistake. Sometimes someone genuinely, unintentionally hurt you. But it's not the end. You can walk away. You can detach from it. And practicing that art of detachment, especially for water signs, because we tend to really hold on to things. We hold things in the belly of our emotions. That's sort of the womb. We let them grow and we nurture them. And it's kind of like, this doesn't have to be a competition. This isn't win or lose. You can walk away. You can call the shots. Okay, let's see. Ay. Change your reactions, Scorpio. Change your reactions. This is what this is. This is about detaching. Changing your reactions to things that happen. Instead of being controlled by what happens, you're in control of how you react to things. It's that simple. Change your reactions. Just because you have formed a subconscious habit and react to certain situations in a certain way doesn't mean you have to continue doing so forever. You can change your reactions. And that's it. I don't need to say anything more. Look, I don't need to say anything more about the situation because it's done. Completely done, Scorpio. Okay, we move to Sagittarius. And we have 3. Sagittarius, we have share the love. We have helplessness, and we have also seek. So if we just look at these two, helplessness, perhaps Saggy, because of this confinement, because of how things are at the moment, you haven't had the opportunity to expand and go and explore that vast world. I think last week it was about taking pleasure in, connecting with like-minded people and using it as an opportunity to connect. But really you yearn to be out, you yearn to be exploring, and you feel kind of trapped and hopeless. And it is just driving you insane. But there is a call for you to share the love. There is a call for you to share the love. Share your love. Share your ideas. Share your vision. Share your creativity. There is a call for you to do that. Share your wisdom. Share it with others. And this isn't even in a romantic setting. This is with friends, with loved ones. This is really kind of enjoying that. And also seek, seek. And I know this is typically the hermit card, but I think it's seeking opportunities for you to share the love with others. Seek it quite literally, quite intuitively. Yeah. In order to stop feeling helpless and hopeless, the call is for you to seek opportunities where you can share love with others. It's taking the focus off of your own desires and giving that back to other people. It's looking within yourself and saying, what can I do to make a difference? Okay, I can't get out there and explore. I can't get out there and go on holiday or go traveling or just go for a walk down the road. Well, you can. You can go for an hour of exercise, etc. But you want to go beyond that. You want to go on an adventure. Change that adventure to opportunities where you can celebrate and be around people in a completely different way. What kinds of adventures can you have when you dare to share the love that you have? What other adventures can you have when you take the focus of what you can't have and you look at what you can give around those collective support networks? That is your call, Saggy. That is your call. Seek opportunities to share love. And these feelings of helplessness and hopelessness, they'll dissipate. They'll go. They'll go. They really will. Let's see what the oracle says. Oh, we have compassion and expressing gratitude. Compassion, the simple act of expressing, expressing gratitude. The simple act of expressing gratitude to someone can make a big difference in that person's life. An opportunity to share the love. People like to be appreciated for who they are and what they do. Saying thank you can make them happy and usually makes you feel happy too. And then we have compassion. Today I will be kind to every living creature. So really and truly, Saggy, you have the opportunity, in order to stop feeling like this, express gratitude. Okay? Seek out opportunities to share the love. Because guess what? You know, this can make other people feel happy, and it will be reciprocity and compassion. Be kind. So, you know, it's coming out of that zone of looking what you don't have and looking to what you can do and what you do have. That's the call there, Saggy. Okay, moving on to Capricorn. See what's going on for Capricorn. Ooh. I'm going to split the deck here before I take another card. Oops. Just give them one more shuffle. See if we get a jumper. No. Oh, we have 3. Oh. Okay. Oh. So Capricorn, what do we have? We have dedicated effort, which would be the 8 of Pentacles, and we have 2 8s here. And then we have success and growth, which would be the 8 of Wands. Okay, so again, Saggy, and then we have release. We have release here, which is the Death card in the Rider-Waite. So what I see going on here for you is actually a release of the old and an embrace into the new. This is pretty much you anyway. This is pretty much you guys. You guys are pretty much dedicated. You pretty much, if there was ever a card that I think represents Capricorn in tarot, it would be the 8 of Pentacles. You are dedicated, hard workers. Okay, you give to your projects, into your endeavors, because not only does it make you feel good, but it benefits those around you. But there is also a call for you to release perhaps some of the pressure that you're putting on yourself. Okay, there is the pressure of having to do this, having to the burdens of and responsibilities of other people. A dedicated effort implies that there is some kind of responsibility that is upon you. And I often think that Capricorns are like donkeys, yeah, in terms of you can put so much stuff on a donkey and it will just keep on and keep on and just keep on and keep on taking it and taking it and taking it until its legs collapse and it's just there. Okay, you can release yourself from some of that burden by saying no. Okay, you can release yourself from some of that burden by saying, hey, I don't want to take this on. This isn't my issue. This isn't my dedicated effort. This isn't what I have to do. So it's real cool for you to do that. And by doing that, you will see success and growth. Because the thing is, if you keep on taking on all this stuff, yeah, it might make you feel good. But deep down, it's kind of weighing you down, weighing you down, weighing you down, weighing you down, weighing you down. And you can't see your success and you can't see your growth because you're heavily burdened by other people's issues, wants, desires, and needs. And sometimes you can be in a cycle of where you are in this kind of circle where you enable others because you keep on having this dedicated effort. You keep having and nurturing negative relationships, unhealthy relationships, poor relationships, relationships that drain you, relationships that strain you, relationships that stress you, relationships that you think, I just don't want this. But you keep on putting in this dedicated effort. Okay, I don't want to make that person feel bad. I don't want to let that person down. I don't want to hurt that person. I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want that. Release that and embrace your own success and growth where you want it, how you want it, because it will come very quickly. It's like if you're growing like flowers and stuff and you don't prune the weeds, they're going to strangle those flowers and they won't grow. But if you prune the weeds, then you're going to have success and growth, and you're going to see your flowers bloom and come into fruition, and your garden's going to look amazing. Why? Because you took action. You released them from the constraints of the weeds. Okay, so sometimes, yes, a dedicated effort and being there for others and being that rock and being dependable and putting in all that work is absolutely fantastic. But when it's stunting your own growth, then it's not fantastic. And you have to release it. Okay, let's have a look at what the oracle says. Oh, this is also very interesting. The truth about emotions. Emotions result when feelings are filtered through your beliefs, when you develop judgments about what you should or should not do. Be feeling. Okay, so you create judgments about what you should and should not be feeling. However, your emotions can guide you, but you cannot let them control you. Release. Okay, so when you're feeling like, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to put in this dedicated effort, I have to do this work, I have to be there for this person, I have to. Those are kind of like pressures and judgments and beliefs that you've put on yourself, and they are controlling you. But when you release them, you transform into this place where you can say no and not feel bad about it, and you can explore and take on your own growth and your own success and feel the way you want to feel instead of being manipulated. This is it, Capricorn. The truth about emotions. Emotions aren't bad things. Emotions can guide you. Instead of saying, you know, I'm going to work really hard to hide my emotions, or I'm going to really work really hard to cover up my emotions, and I'm not going to speak up, and I'm not going to say how I feel. Instead, I'm going to continue with this dedicated effort. No, you don't have to do that. Release that shit. Be free. Okay. Now we look at Aquarius. Ooh. Each deck brings us, ooh, okay, I'm just going to go with those. Aquarius, you get release and nurture. So Aquarius, the real call here for you is release the past, release the, almost like the presuppositions that you have about everything. Release that stuff so you can move into this place of nurture. You can move into this place of growth. You see, this is quite dark and it's quite cold and it's quite without. And here we have all this good stuff. So this would be death, and this would be the Empress. Okay, where you can move into this place of fruition, where you can move into this place of fertility and growth and dynamic and all that kind of stuff that you are, that otherworldly stuff. This looks like she's in a completely different world. Okay, but you can't get to this world by holding on to all that negative stuff. All those old thoughts, all those old concepts, all those old relationships, all those old friendships, all those old judgments, all those old reasonings, logics, beliefs, judgments, assumptions, desires. Let all of that go so you can move into this place where you can begin to nurture new opportunities, new things, new desires, new goals, new friends, new relationships, this brand newness of life, this breaking of the dawn. There's a scripture in the Bible, and I think it says, old things are passed away, behold, all things are new. And that is literally what's here. Old things have passed away, and all things have become new. You have an opportunity to step into another dimension, but you must release and stop resisting that process. Stop resisting that process, Aquarius. Oops. Stop resisting that process. You know, the more you resist, the harder it is to step into that place of nurture, place of fertility. You know, the harder it is for you to get there. Make sense of your life. Oh my goodness, I love it. Being spiritually fit means living more consciously, but being more grounded, clear and compassionate. This helps us to make more sense of our lives because it allows us to connect with others from a place of deeper understanding. Make sense of your life by being more grounded, living more consciously. Release this. Release all that old stuff so you can. You know, fertility comes from being grounded. Fertility comes from being rooted. Things grow because they have roots in the ground. Perhaps you've been really airy-fairy. Perhaps you've been really in this other space, this dark hole. But there's a call to let that go. And you can make sense of your life by releasing and embracing. You know, if you've got something in your hand like this, nothing new can get in. But if you open, you have the ability to put something in there. But if I'm like that, I can't even take this out to swap it with something new. It has to be open and then you can receive. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Okay, finally, Pisces. Let's see what's going on for Pisces. Let's see. The healing begins and love abounds. Oh, I love it, Pisces. I absolutely love this. I absolutely love this for you guys. So this would be the Six of Wands and the Ace of Cups for you guys in the traditional Rider-Waite. But here it's healing begins and love abounds. And Pisces, I really believe that when you're in this space now, I love the colours, the green. You're in this space where there is the opportunity for love to abound in your life. You're in a space where healing is beginning, okay? And that healing is really healing you at your very core. It's healing you in your heart. Yeah? When that healing comes in, this is so gentle. I get this impression that this is a very gentle process for you. It's not a mighty rushing sort of ocean or river or sea or anything like that. This is like a gentle stream. Just the waters, the cool, calming waters just coming over you. You know, you've moved from this place of, you know, maybe turbulence where it's been quite difficult for you to focus, for you to be at peace, for you to have some equilibrium. And now you're in this gentle place and the water is just, you know, that it's just breathing over you. It's like that. That's the kind of flow I get. It's just like that. It's very gentle. It's very cool. It's very patient and it's very kind, Pisces. You know? There's nothing more for me to say. Let's see what the oracles say. I don't even really think this is like, you need to do this. No, this is a very gentle moment for you. A very gentle moment for you to be kind and to be loving to yourself and to others. But there is a healing. There is a healing moment here for you, Pisces. A really beautiful. And we have two cards. Practice happiness. Or you can, because healing is coming. Practice happiness because, as His Holiness Dalai Lama says, the purpose of life is to be happy. And then we have karma, the basis of karma. We probably all heard phrases such as you reap what you sow and treat others as you would like to be treated. And each would seem to indicate that it's a good idea to be kind to others. Because there are those, because then they are likely to be kind to us. This is the basic of the concept of karma. Perhaps you felt like you are going through a karmatic, karmatic? Yeah. I hope I've said it the right way. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't, who knows. karmic. I had to think then. Perhaps you felt like you're going through a karmic period when maybe things are sort of coming to bite you on the bum, because that's sometimes how we see karma, but karma isn't like that all the time. Okay. And because maybe all these things have been happening in the sense of this karmic experience or process or journey that you've been on, you haven't been able to practice happiness. You haven't been able to do that. But I kind of get a sense that this scene, this journey, this moment for you is definitely over, and love can abound, where you can practice happiness, you know, where you can be happy, where you can smile and it genuinely come from a place of heart, where you can laugh and it genuinely it brings like joy to you, where you can engage with other people and you can express love both inwardly and outwardly, and you can practice that happiness. And that kind of starts today, and you can take that throughout the whole week. So guys, thank you very much. Let's have a look at just some overall energy for us to take away from this as a collective. Let's see. In fact, I'm going to use the Work Your Light Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. Quite a nice deck. I haven't used this in a while. Oy, oy, oy. I haven't used it in a while, guys, so we'll see. This is quite another nice deck, I think. Okay, let's have a look. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. The Age of Light is that awakening, that coming into awareness. You know, things that were hidden, now we can see. It's that kind of thing, you know, things that we buried, things that we were maybe had forgotten about. They're coming to the light. Light is being shone on the shadows, but it's not in a way in which we feel like, oh my God, I need to hide. It's not that. It's very gentle. And we have been in training for this. We have been in a position that we have all the skills and all the resources and all the knowledge and all the intelligence that we need to be able to deal with these moments in our lives. We just have to embrace it, and we just have to take it. So thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for sharing, liking the videos, hitting me up and emailing me. I really appreciate it. I will be doing, I've been asked if I do private readings. I do. I just hit me up if you want one, and we'll see at the time. We'll see what's going on at the time, but you know, be blessed. I love sharing this gift with you, and I really hope that, you know, you get something out of it. Even if one person messages me, I always think it was worthwhile. So have a fantastic week, stay safe. You know, if you don't have to go out during this time, then don't go out. Find really good things to do, connect with family and friends through social media, through a video call and WhatsApp, but really look after yourself at this time, my lovelies. Okay, take care and speak to you soon.